Many Nigerians watched in total shock on Friday as Senator Natasha Akpabio literally set recent events surrounding her in the Senate on fire, consuming the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and indeed anyone else along his path. Akpabio held no prisoners as she spilled to the whole world the reason behind her recent outburst and that she's been maligned by Akpabio because she refused to give in to his sexual advances. The senator who represents Kogi Central opened the oozing can of worms on Arise News talk program, The Morning Show, narrating the incident that led to her being summoned before Senate Disciplinary panel. Akpabio said Akpabio's amorous advances towards her started in December 2023 when he invited her husband and her to a private party for his birthday in his home in Ikotekpene.
We're in his house in Ikotekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyu, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just 3 of us. We're walking around from room to room. And then he got to this particular sitting room and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it." At that point, I just pulled away and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant.
Akpabio said she tried to conceal what had transpired from her husband and that the sexual harassment from Akpabio continued. Uduaghan said on another occasion, Akpabio warmed up to her again, telling her she will enjoy him if she's willing to make him happy.
Please, let me say this, Ayo. You know the situation we see in universities whereby a student is continuously being failed just because she has not slept with the lecturer. That's what I've been facing, in simple terms.
According to Akpabio, Akpabio began to malign and relegate her, even refusing all of her privileges, including a deliberate attempt to frustrate her motion on alleged corruption in the gas industry. She said changing her seat to an obscure corner of the Senate is the last straw, making reference to an earlier nightclub statement by Akpabio. Caught in between is the Senate leader Opeyemi Bamidele, who Akpabio said pleaded with her in a midnight call that if Akpabio goes down, he too will go down. Akpabio made several other troubling allegations against Akpabio, bordering on gross abuse of power. The senator has since filed a 100 billion naira suit in damages against Akpabio for defamation, which he said is not supported by one of the female senators, Ireti Kingibe, who reached out to her to withdraw it. That was when she dropped another bombshell. That Kingibe told her husband that Akpabio was hitting off on his wife.
From Senator Ireti that called my husband to tell me to withdraw that suit and all that.
Okay,
and my
Natasha.
husband charged her that you were the same person who had come to the house to tell him that the ST
Natasha.
was hitting on his wife sexually.
Joined in the fray, FCT Senator Ireti Kingibe dismissed Natasha Akpabio's display as childish and frivolous.
Us women in the Senate. In fact, to be honest, Senator Natasha has gotten the most privilege of all the 4 of us. The seat I'm sitting in now have been moved 4 times. That this is about the rules of the Senate. So if I can point out that other women have been moved several times. On that day, I wasn't there, but I gather that several men were also moved. And I'm only here as chairperson of Women Affairs. I want women to know we have to follow the rules of the institution we choose to enter.
Akpabio is billed to appear before Senate Disciplinary panel. She will accept it on the condition the investigation is conducted live on TV. At the moment, Akpabio has called on Nigeria security agencies to extract the details of the midnight calls from the Senate leader's phone that she hopes to nail Akpabio with in the messy but intriguing scandal. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.